Can anybody find me somebody to love? Boozhoo Nanaboozhoo. And welcome back to the show. Welcome back to Boozhoo Nanaboozhoo, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I am Natasha, and over there is Nanaboozhoo, and down here, awkwardly, is Michael Lyons. And this is, you've tuned into the morning live stream of Boozhoo Nanaboozhoo. So without further ado, please welcome the creator of the show, the rock star cartoonist himself, Mr. Russell Brand. No, just kidding. Please welcome Michael Lyons. Yeah.
Hey, Boozhoo, everybody. I'm happy to be here this morning. And excuse me for a minute while I record this on my cell phone. Is this recording? All right, I have a couple of things going on here. So thanks for showing up this morning. This is the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. And I'm already noticing that I probably did this wrong because my computer is way over there. Anyway, yeah, welcome to the show. And to get things started, if you're new to the show, you're probably not aware that we play, I do this all the time. I introduce the show like every day. So here's a song about blueberry pie in Ojibwe. What's the intro? I used to teach Ojibwe language and culture at a charter school in Bemidji. And when you get a job like that, people are always like, oh, you're teaching Ojibwe, are you? Well, do you know how to say blueberry pie in Ojibwe? Because it's they say it's the longest word in Ojibwe. So I wrote a song to help teach the word blueberry pie. In Ojibwe, blueberry pie is Mina Bushki Mina Sagani Batusi Jagani Bakwajigan. And that's a large reason why we decided to speak English. It was just, more efficient. Mina Bushki Mina Sagani Batusi Jagani Bakwajigan. 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 Blueberry pie. And this show is really washed out. It looks good on the cell phone camera, but my whatever camera looks terrible. So let me put this off. Close this. Is that better? So yeah, welcome to the show. It looks like we have one person watching. Boozhoo. And my name is Michael Lyons, and this is the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. And today I think we should do maybe just a little review. So this is in Ojibwe. You want to ask, do you remember? Like sometimes in my class I'd be like, what's the word for, coffee in Ojibwe? Gimmick Waindanina? Do you remember? And here's a little song about that. Gimmick Waindanina, do you remember? Gimmick Waindanina means do you remember? In Ojibwe I say, for do you remember? Gimmick Waindanina means do you remember? Do you remember? Gimmick Waindanina. So do you remember how to count to 10 in Ojibwe? Do you remember how to put on a thing? I have too much hair. Let's see. Does that mean there's one person watching right now? If there's a 1 on there, is that me? If somebody's watching right now in real time, would you say Boozhoo so I know you're here? Let's assume you're not here. I'm all alone. What do you do if you have a live stream and nobody shows? All right, let me tell a story then. Nanaboozhoo, Natasha, and I do public appearances. We go to schools and conferences and sing songs and teach Ojibwe language and culture. And one of the conferences we go to every month is called Intertribal Relations, Government Relations. I should really figure out what that thing is called. Intertribal Relations, where we go to a different reservation every month. And we bring a display called Why Treaties Matter. And a lot of people discuss Native American culture and stuff between the tribal governments and the state government. And then Natasha and Nanaboozhoo and I get up and we sing some songs. And I tell a story about my grandfather running away from boarding school. So this is a story about my grandpa, or a song about my grandpa. Both my grandparents went to the Flandreau Indian boarding school back in the day. And my grandfather ran away like 4 times. And he was born in 1913 as the crow flies. 8 miles east of Bina as the crow flies, is the way he said it. And he ran away from boarding school when he was 14 by jumping on a train heading north with his brother Ray. He attempted to escape like 3 times, and each time they got caught. The cops would pick him up and bring him back to the school. And on the day he finally left, my grandpa was was in class, and he said he saw this whippoorwill on the windowsill. And he said, oh, you know, that bird, he had the right idea. So I closed my book, I got up, and I started walking out, and the teacher says, where do you think you're going? I said, I'm going home. And nobody stopped him. He just walked out, jumped on the train, and rode it. I mean, Flanders is a good 6-7 hour drive from Bina, so it must have taken 14, 20 hours to get there by train. So the song is called Home. And I was born in 1913 in the storm of 1913. But then at boarding school, I was nobody's fool. Down at Flanders, well, I grew madder every day. That's why I had to run away. 'Cause this is no way to live. And I wanna go home. I wanna go home. I wanna go home. But on a fateful day, me and my brother Ray, we planned our getaway. If we can make it to them tracks, we won't be coming back. We're gonna hop a train. I thought we got away, but then the cops came and took us back to a leather strap. But I wanna go home. I wanna go home. I wanna go home. I wanna go home. Good morning, Brandy Marie. Good morning, Brandy. It's nice to see you here this morning. I think we're the only ones watching. And I remember it still. I saw a whippoorwill out on my windowsill. How could I sit still? So I got right up and I walked right out. The teacher said to me, where do you think you're going? Boy, I said I'm going home. I wanna go home. I wanna go home. OJIBWE, OJIBWE, OJIBWE. OJIBWE, I want to go home. And so, Brandy going nuts on the comments. So yeah, good morning. Mino Giga Jeb in Ojibwe is good morning. And I don't know why I put on this harmonica. I'm not going to play it for a while. So yeah, good morning. Welcome to the show. And if you're not watching this in real time, welcome to the hypothetical viewers in the future. My name is Michael Lyons, and I'm here to entertain and delight you with and educate about Ojibwe language and culture. And to do this, I'm not very good at doing it, but I know somebody who is. So, yeah, Nanaboozhoo, you want to come out and say hello to the people? Oh, yeah, I'll do that. Why not? I'm just sitting here with my mouth hanging open. La, 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 do, 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 da, 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 on my way. How come we keep singing the Sesame Street song? I mean, what's going on there? Hey, everybody, Boozhoo. Welcome back to the show. And it's a really pretty day. And we're doing the live stream. And today, our Ojibwe word of the day. What do you think, Michael? What do you want to make the Ojibwe word of the day? You got anything you want to? What do you think, Natasha?
Oh, I don't know. How about coffee?
What do you think? Should we teach coffee and you can tell your story about your grandpa? Yeah, okay. All right. So today's Ojibwe word of the day, Makere mush kiki wabu. Makere mush kiki wabu. Black medicine water. In the Anishinaabe way. We gotta, we gotta make every word a story for crying out. Isn't that right? Yeah, it seems so. And so yeah, in the Anishinaabe way, we say Makere mush kiki wabu for black medicine water because it's black and it makes you feel good. So we think of it as medicine. And then it's like wabu. Some people will be like, "Hey man, I thought nibi was the word for water." Well, it is. That's like water, like cold water. But wabu is like water you sip, like coffee. And this has been your Ojibwe word of the day. I am Nanaboozhoo, Nindigenictaz, and I will see you again. Igawabamin, Minoa. Oh, all right, Michael. Why don't you tell your story about your grandpa? Okay, I'll talk to you later. La do do do. So yeah, makere mush kiki wabu, black medicine water, and how we doing here? Stuck in our heads. All right. So yeah, my grandpa was a Leech Lake Anishinaabe, and he spoke some Ojibwe. I suspect he spoke a lot more when he was younger. But when I was a little kid, he would teach me some words once in a while. And there are some words I didn't even realize were Ojibwe, like umbe, come. But when I was a little kid, I just told this the other day. Maybe, well, here's the shortened version. I lived in LaPorte, Minnesota, and I lived on a resort with my grandparents. I lived in the basement of my grandparents' resort with my family. And my grandpa used to make me coffee. And I remember one morning he goes, so you know how to say that in Indian, don't you? Which I didn't. I was 6. And he goes, it's makere mush kiki wabu. It's black medicine water. It's a very powerful medicine. Here, let me put some milk and sugar in that. So my grandpa taught me how to say makere mush kiki wabu, black medicine water. And let's see. So today I would like to tell a story of, I don't know if I want to tell a story. What do you think, Brandy? Do it again. So I, for one, am tired of coronavirus talk. So I'm not going to talk about that at all. It I mean, you just can't, nobody's interested in talking about anything else. So we're not going to talk about that here. The Ojibwe word for today is makere mush kiki wabu. And coffee is one of those things that people have strong opinions on. I've noticed that there's a lot of people who think it's crazy to drink coffee after noon. And it's always the same story. It's like, oh, if I have a cup of coffee after 12, I'll be up all night. And I'm thinking, what kind of coffee are these people drinking that it keeps them awake 16 hours later? I can drink coffee until I go to bed. It totally doesn't do that to me. And then I was thinking, maybe I have, like people with ADHD, they take Adderall or something. And for other people, it's like a speed, but for them, it calms them down. Maybe caffeine's like that, where it affects people. Like some people, it actually mellows them out. I mean, I'll lose my mind if I don't have coffee. I get a headache. I'm totally addicted. And again, who cares if I'm addicted? You couldn't drink it all day. You're just like that, Randy. Maybe it's a guy thing. Maybe it affects women more. All right, I'm going to do one more song. And, oh, look at that. Another person's watching. Boozhoo, been again. Come in. Welcome. I have one slight gripe about my town. A couple of years ago, they went through this effort of putting what they called signage, which I thought was a weird term, but putting up Ojibwe signs around town that would say like miigwech, and then the other door would say thank you. But they would have Boozhoo, and then the English side would say welcome. And I was always like, you went through all the trouble of making the sign, but you couldn't be bothered to Google what welcome or come in is in Ojibwe. You just went, yeah, whatever, Boozhoo, hello. These kind of things really keep me up at night. So I went to a basketball game the other day, and I kneeled during the national anthem in protest, but nobody was there. They'd closed basketball because of the coronavirus. All right, let me. This song is for anybody who. Okay, here we go. Come down off your throne, leave your money at home. Somebody must change. You are the reason I've been waiting so long. Somebody holds the key. Well, I'm near the end and I just ain't got the time. Now I'm wasted and I can't find my way home. Yeah, I'm wasted and I can't find my way home. And I'm wasted, but I can't find my way home. And you have been watching the Boozhoo Nanaboozhoo live stream. I'm Michael Lyons. This is Nanaboozhoo, and this is Natasha. And I will see you again. Gi, gawa, ba, and stream. Gigawabamin,